It's in the game.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Kansas Jayhawks. And the Jayhawks will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Georgia's offense takes the field. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's McFadden. Turning on the jet, and he eluded the defense, and he'll score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will get the ball for the first time. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Gonna run it. It's Cooks. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Creates a little room. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Give to the single back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Finds his tight end. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for first and goal.
The Jayhawks have it in scoring position on first and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Using the quick game. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Kansas. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. From the gun, the ground game. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Dogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little boost for your run.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He wants to change this route. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offense and quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing.
Give to the running back.
And you want to run the football. And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They'll try to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Jacksonville State sure is making it look easy today. What a spectacular performance on the offensive side of the ball.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Caught in the backfield, it's Hurt. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Now on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
14, Georgia 7.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Hubbard. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Makes a move. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed. Explosiveness and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Looking for space, it's Cook. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Brady. Throws to the wideout. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Fires to the right. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. The Jayhawks will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
Trying to slam in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Back to throw, it's Brady. Buying some time as he moves left. Touchdown, Jayhawks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Number 14, on to punt interval.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Catch in the middle, it's Cooks. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Brady. Spits it out to the back. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cooks. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Cooks. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They go to the ground. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Starting to feel a little pressure. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you can tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game. And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
They'll try to pound their way in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Leaves it with the running back. That should be the final play of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll open the second half with a run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Brady. Fires to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And the Jayhawks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Takes a shot. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you some spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk! And they take it in for 6 more points. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Pressure coming, and the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Back to throw, it's Brady. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Right on the money. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Jayhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly out to the tight end. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Darnold. And it's... But he's got enough for the first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Conrad. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Tyree. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. We've reached the break, and Kansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Wants to throw again. He hurls one deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Working that left side. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. To the ground, he's got it again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming.
Breaks into the open. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Pickup of 15.
That had to be a coverage bust because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Now on third down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Brady. Finds his big tight end. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you can conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll give it to him again. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
From the gun, running back on the move. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Bunch formation for these receivers. Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure's there and he lets it go. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Georgia sends out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Jayhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They want that clock to run. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Brady. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Jayhawks are threatening in the red zone. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today, and this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution.